Just a few moments. Ada didn't want to leave her car. She needed just a few moments to decompress after work before going inside to her wife and child. It wasn't that she hated them, but sometimes the world around her spun faster than she wanted it to, and she found herself clinging to seconds of silence to stay sane. She scrolled through her phone. She would go in eventually. Social media sucked, yet she found herself moving through post after post, allowing her brain to turn off. She never actually interacted with what she saw, but in her mind, she liked and commented on almost everything. When she scrolled down to add some more to her feed, the icon loaded and loaded before popping up an error message, saying she was disconnected from the internet. Ada's heart froze, though she wasn't sure why. It was just social media. It was just no internet. She would survive. But she found herself wondering if her internet had ever gone out before. Even if it did, she always had cell coverage to keep her safe. This time, though, her phone had no bars. Ada bit her lip. She had worked late, but not that late, and even if she had, it would be strange for her wife not to have come out to get her by now. Eureka was normally pretty adamant about schedules, including dinner time. Ada glanced out the window to make sure Eureka wasn't standing there, her hand on her hip, but all she saw was a dark street that would normally be lit up by streetlights. It took a minute for her eyes to adjust to the dark after staring at her phone. Ada saw that she was parked under a bridge. She didn't recognize anything about her surroundings, but on the front window, someone had written things. "Kill me!" and "Get out! Get out! Get out!" with their finger. Ada blinked and rubbed her eyes. Her fingers were wet with cold condensation. She stared at her hands. It couldn't be. She shook her head and traced the letters with perfect precision. Ada took a deep breath to calm her body. She needed to leave. She fumbled for her key, reaching into her back pocket. Instead, she felt warm goo against the fabric. She looked down to see her whole body covered in the stuff, a vague image of her jeans through the layers. She started to investigate, but stopped herself. She needed to get someplace safe first. Back to Eureka and her playful banter. Eureka would know what to do. Ada wiped the key on the dash where it was clear she had done so before, and jabbed it in the ignition. The car turned over again and again, the churning echoing under the bridge, but nothing happened. She rammed on the horn, hoping someone would hear her, but somehow, some way, no sound came out. Something was wrong with her car, and she put her hand on her lap and felt clear goo sticking to her legs. Something was wrong with her. Somehow the last 3 hours of her life seemed to have been erased. Ada reached for the door, her head pulsing and breathing heavy, but as soon as she made contact with the sticky handle, a shock ran through her, and all thoughts of leaving disappeared. She opened her phone, looking for some escape from reality. After a long day at work, she needed just a few moments to decompress. She didn't want to leave her car.